Freeze position. There's a little more riskier because you're kind of forcing them a bit, and it's I mean, if you have a good guy, mostly you're gonna have to break them down anyways. So, all right, from the breakdown position, you got him all here. You got him broken down. He's down. You can do just about every single one of those the same exact way. Just reaching over. Just make sure you post. Get up high on top of him. Same thing. You can break them in, slide it up. You can do that reach under, same thing. You can do the cross, this is where it's most effective. That cross face, he's fighting like that, just slip over. But all of these are predicated off of doing this one thing. If I don't have this hand right here on the other side of his body, and then sit it, I'll just flip the side. If I don't have this hand right here posting on the other side of his body, I can't pull him in. He's not a good kid. If you're up here and you're trying to rip him in, really hard. I can't do this. It's extremely hard to do it. You can't, it's just not going to happen. Make sure you post, you're pushing back with this hand, and you're pulling his head at the same time. If you do any of these, you do crossface, slip, boom. You do this, you got to post, you got to sucker it in. Everything is pushing away and pulling his head in. Same thing with that arm. You guys remember how we did the arm? We pushed the arm out and pulled the head in. Same concept. All right. A really cool, fun trick that I've learned from my dad doing with me. Especially you got a kid. He thinks it's freestyle. He's got like 5 seconds or 10 seconds left. He's trying to hold down. And you got to score. These things, just like in the UFC, they work. All right. That doesn't mean you just start throwing bows on the guy, although that'd be kind of cool if you guys did some video. But anyways, use them. They're there, use them. He's got little pressure points. He's going to turn eventually. If not, he's going to just give up and come up, and then you can work a move. Maybe you like doing the tilt, you can work those. But he's going to come. He's going to move. But most likely we want him to turn into the way we want. So here's what I've learned. He's laying down. He's fighting off. He's just trying to hold off. Same way we had when you were diagonal in the starvation mode. When you're on top of his shoulder, there's a nice little tender spot right behind the blade. I don't even have to push it hard. He already wants to turn. You're going to put this elbow, your opposing one, right on that spot, and you're just going to lean in. And most times out of 10, he's going to turn in. If he tries turning away, he's just asking for a cross face. But you're just going to go like this. And you're just going to hold, same thing. Right here, you're just going to keep all your weight right on top of him. And as soon as he turns into you, that's when you can jump right up. This works for a lot of different positions. I mean, I've sat here and did this all day. Because I just didn't like them, but at the same time, you can do it. I mean, it just cripples them. And it's just annoying. They're on bottom. But you can find this. I mean, I got used to find them. I had to practice this to get used to find them. There's that spot right there. And there's a spot right here that I use the most because it makes them turn. All right? That one's the most fun. But you guys remember when we grabbed the ankle and we drove him forward and broke him down? Here's how you finish it. Got him down. The reason I show you, I want you guys to get the hang of driving your hips into them and push them forward. But both ways. Say you didn't do that, say you broke them down another way. Same thing. Go back, grab that ankle, or right at the shoelaces, post your elbow right by his head. Right there. Just make sure it doesn't move. Alright? And you have to use your elbow because your hand won't work. Alright? You got this right here. You're just going to bump up, drive off your toes till he turns. If he doesn't, he's going to break his knee off. And that's when you can go from there. So you show you guys again. We're in here, he's fighting. Won't give anything, reach back. It's extremely hard to fight. Fight a bit here. Just try and turn away if you have to. Just turn in. And you're just slowly crawling up until he bends and breaks for you. You'll feel it. He'll feel it. All right? guys want me to go over the other ones too? It's the same ones we did from up on referee's position. Right here, here's on that one. But make sure the difference is when he's down, you have to post his hand. It's extremely hard to try and, it's really hard. It's just unimaginable. Post his hand, put your weight on top of his head, sucker it in. When you do that quarter, three-quarter, just reach under, sucker it in. Same thing with the arm. Push, pull the head, sucker it in. Cross face, he fights back, sucker it in. Make sure you have that hand there. It's not going to work if you don't. You got this. Those elbows can work on top too if he's up. He's just kind of balling up. You can sit there too, but you get out of position, so don't do it. All right. You guys got it? We got elbows. The whole set we did before. And make sure you finish when you grab that ankle. That ankle is probably the best one the one I found the most success with. I know a couple of guys, you got it pretty well at the camp, so let's see it again. Let's see if you can actually pull it off.